Yeah.
Hey, Friday night feeling right? Hey, Jay Rose, how you doing?
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I am very well. You know, I'm very well. I feel like I climbed mountains and mop tops, and I just quoted myself just to get to this evening, and I am here, and I am fucking ready for it.
Yes, bitch.
I
Yes.
need this so badly, and I know everybody does. Yo, this shit is wild. Like, reality is just wild right now. We all need to get it off the chest.
Yes, I actually was like having a long, like weird week. And like earlier today, I was like, oh, I gotta do virtual voices. I'm like, I'm so tired. Like, I was like, my energy was low, and I was just like, but I gotta do it for my people. Now that I'm here, I'm like, why was I like being so easy?
It happens to me every time. And then you get here and it almost feels like a breath of relief.
Yes.
Like we made it. We're here. We're with our people. We could just like talk our shit, express ourselves, listen to other people express themselves, feel all of the feelings, and then, you know, continue with the rest of our weekend. We have a killer freaking feature lined up, if I just say so myself.
And we have a great list too. We have a great open mic list, amazing people that signed up. There's people probably gonna jump on, you know, in a little bit too. So I'm excited.
Yes. Make sure you tell your people to tell their people. I gotta put it on my live as well. You know.
Let's get it.
I have something new that I'm going to share with you guys in just a few. So I had to get it off my chest, but before then, I mean, how we feeling, Jay?
Let's get it on. I know you got the rules and regulations.
That I do.
Tell the people how it goes down over here in Virtual Voices.
All right. It is that time of the night. This is J Rose, because you already know, and Leah V in the place to be, and you just tuned into Virtual Voices, the best virtual open mic in the game. We got everything for you. It's quite the production, if I do say so myself. And with every great show comes rules and regulations. So I got some of those for you guys coming right up. The first rule and regulation is that this is a safe space. Jay and I pride ourselves on the fact that we've created a community that allows vulnerability to the maximum extent. We really just want people to be able to speak their truth. And so we feel that we've created that space, and we want to keep that space open to everyone. So it's only kindness. Check your attitude at the door. If you ain't got nothing nice to say Nathan, or we can just go ahead and give you the boot, which Jay with her quick nails will be like, and then you'll be right on out of here. But you know, you see what I'm talking about? Those nails are vicious. They're just gonna, and you won't even know where you came from. So anyway, be nice is the moral of the story. Nails included. Moving on, we have 5 minutes per performer. 5 minutes per performer. That does not mean only one piece, one song, one joke. That means 5 minutes. If you are unsure if you have enough time, then you should probably check in with us and just be like, hey guys, do I have time for one more? You know, let us know, because the reason we're able to have second rounds every week is because we limit time per performer. Say that 5 times fast. So that is why we ask that you try to keep it at 5. If you're unsure, it's best to just stick around until the end and then come back for that. Throughout the night, You will see that we are interacting with our Facebook and YouTube audience throughout the entire evening. So make sure you share that link on your wall. Make sure your friends know about it. Make sure they share that link on their wall. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is the fact that we have this interactive audience where people can emphasize their favorite lines and give fire emojis. And, it's very virtual and virtual with the voices. It's kind of the thing. So we just ask that you share all of that. Performers, we ask that you stick around as much as possible. We always do a round 2 as long as time permits. It is very rare that time doesn't, but we will do a round 2. If the backstage is full, Jay will tell you the backstage is full. Hey, we need some people who already performed to hop out. So if you've already performed, then we ask that you hop out. And we ask that you, Jay's waving at her live audience. And we ask that you hop out. And just get on Facebook, get on YouTube, and watch the live stream from there. So that way you can stay tuned, keep interacting with us. And then when we say round 2, you can hop back in, and we'll make sure we'll give time for everyone. That is why we've created this wonderful system that we have. Whew, that's a mouthful. All right. So performers who signed up on Eventbrite, they do get first priority, first dibs. That's the whole idea. If you haven't had a chance to do that, drop a mic in the comments, and we'll send you the information to get you in the StreamYard, to get you up in her. So drop a mic in the comments to perform at your people. Share your stuff. Let's just keep it super duper interactive. Make sure you comment on your favorite lines. You emphasize the things that you love. We just really want to keep everything communicative. And one of the most fun parts of Virtual Voices is the live commentary and the virtual commentary. Make sure you share the Facebook video to your page. Jay does a killer job at putting banners at the bottom of the page with everybody's information, including ours. So you make sure that you donate if you can to the artist, to us, to whoever. It all goes back to Virtual Voices and to paying our features and supporting the movement. We've been doing this since March, so we appreciate you support in any way you can. Be kind, keep growing. We got. I think that's about it. Oh, musicians. Not even just musicians, everybody, make sure you stay close to the microphone. If you are unsure of how you sound, ask us first. Say, how do I sound? That way we don't have to interrupt you in the middle of your poem. I am very guilty of this. So make sure you do that. And Jay will go ahead and explain what on deck means, because I can say all of that in 60 seconds, but I can't say what on deck means. So you get them, Jay.
This is teamwork, okay? Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. So on deck basically means that you will be coming up after the next person. So we will let you know who's coming up next to the virtual stage, and then we'll say on deck is such and such, which means that you're coming up after the next person. It's also your cue to get ready. So if you have poetry to read from your phone or from a book, make sure you have that ready, have it queued up. If you have music that you have to play, make sure you have that queued up. And that's like your hint, get your shit together because you're about to come up. So if you guys have any questions, those of you backstage, definitely drop questions in the private chat. And those of you watching, show us some love in the comments. We love it. We love it.
Yes. We are all about the love here. And, I feel like especially lately, we've had a lot of artists comment on how, not to toot our own horn, I'm just quoting what was said, but a lot of artists have commented on how they haven't been to a virtual open like this official that has a banner with their name on it and that has the audience in and out the way we do. So, we're just getting better. We're just getting better with each
guys. You guys are helping us do that. So, yes.
Hell yeah. So how we doing? It's looking like we got some people backstage. Should we say hello? What's going on?
You guys are welcome. Bringing you into.
Hi guys.
Yes. Hi guys. We got the fellas. The fellas came out. tonight. Yo, it's so
yes. This is. I love when this happened. Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing on this
gentlemen.
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. We gonna get this popping, right, Leah V?
Yeah, we gonna get this popping. Stopping.
I know you got new shit that you wanted to share with us. New shit?
Hey.
Yeah, like everybody got new shit. All right, let's try that again, okay? So, Leah V wrote something new for us. New shit.
It's never gonna work with the delays. It's never gonna work with the delays.
I know, that's so true. All right. Anyway, so Leah V is gonna set it off for us tonight. Of course, the hostess with the mostest, my partner in creative crimes. Oh, my son's favorite poet. He talks about Leah V all the time. Look who shows up. What a coincidence. So
Phoenix is gonna have to put a couple dollars in the swear jar for this one.
It's all good. So I know you have something new for us, so please, by all means, let's give it up for our girl Leah V. Yes!
Hey. I'm actually very excited that it's that the backstage isn't full yet. I feel more comfortable doing this with an intimate audience. I just wrote this. I've been feeling a lot of anger over influencers, fake influencers who've been traveling during this pandemic. And you guys know firsthand about my dad, so I wrote something about it. Jay, I sound okay?
You sound good.
All right. So this piece is called Sunshine. You don't want to be about it. You want to post about it. You don't want to read about it. You want to know about it. The sun cascades over my collarbone, breezes through my being. There is no statistic being screamed here. I have peace. I have power. I proclaimed it as such. I simply shut the off button and pulled the passport. Escapism as real life vamonos. I feel no fear, for my test read clear. The water wills itself onto my kneecaps as I skip through the tide of my privilege, as I dance on top of the unheavy touristed air. I am able to do so because the reality of this time has not touched me, so I prance through my entitlements. I vacate through this virus. I am lightness. I am blessed. I am not at fault for my access to the sun. How fucking dumb. You access the sun while my father saw nothing but his. You never really realize hell is actually eternal light swallowing you. Hospital rooms where it's never dark. He couldn't escape that heat as you bask in yours. His sun engulfed his eyeballs as he lay paralyzed, succumbing to a foreign infection I never once in my existence believed could ever seize my daddy's day. You accessed the sun while my father missed his. All four of them. My brothers were deprived of the force who had been by their side in their blood their whole lives. You fucking decided that you just needed to be outside. You contrived to be ignorant. You claimed to be innocent. American citizen remained selfish. I'm sick of it. You just needed your goddamn fucking son. You can't sit still while tubes are drilled down throats. You can't bear to be alone, as my father was forcibly so, to the point that he was calling out for help, texting helpless nightmares to my mother, claiming he needed to be rescued. They were trying to keep him from his life, or so his withering mind concocted. Unfortunately, that was an effect of his brain lacking oxygen, and perhaps the pounding pain of not being able to touch his bride drove him insane. His bride. This title was written, said, and spoken out loud throughout their 32 years together, but it wasn't said upon that hospital bed, because as heavy as that mask is, As that mask may be, that ventilator is silencing. But you breathe. You bubble-fied being. You breathe that saltwater air. You exclaim your entirety. You justify your privilege, your travels, your wishes. You worked for it. You did, or whatever other fuck shit you tell yourself to sleep at night. You claim you're playing it safe during a time where it is virtually impossible to prove you are not carrying this contagion. Regardless of testing, you can catch this damn sickness seconds after that Q-tip sticks in, but you're willing to take that chance, aren't you? Humans lacking natural compassion because it simply has not happened to you, so you have a reason, an excuse, or one or two as you move freely. No limbs needing to be amputated due to blood clots. No leaving your mother alone for 4 weeks while your hero fades into overpopulated hospital dungeons. No fighting for your person to be more than 1 out of 500K gone forever. No constant worry that you may have unknowingly so at some point in time infected someone, brought them to their demise, to their shutting of skies. Out of sight, out of mind. I stay home. Not simply for my father, but for the million other family members that have to wonder whether it will happen again. I don't risk it because the unknown is far greater than what is accessible. To be knowledgeable is to hold some power, but to be compassionate is to truly know fulfillment. And although I know you lack that depth, I now question it within myself. Will I ever feel that nourishment in my core of cores again? Compassion. Knowing that you people weighed out the pros and cons of a possible spread, a possible infection, a possible death, and decided this sun on my skin is worth human life. Out of sight, out of mind. You have the sun. You have the time. You have the resources, you have the rhyme, the air cascades over the embrace of your existence, the bliss of your ignorance. Your need to leave is simply far greater than that of the rest of us being trapped, suffocated, and praying that our staying still stops this evil. But you don't want to read about it. You want to post about it. You don't want to read about it. You want to know about it. You want sympathy without the work. You want the worlds without the science. You want the worlds without the death. You want the world without the death. You want the world without the death. You want the world with the death. As long as it doesn't happen to you. Thank you. Whew.
Oh, sis. You could. Breathe, girl, breathe.
Love you, sis.
Love you.
I love you guys. Thanks for letting me say
Phoenix
that.
has a gem for you.
Good influences out.
What?
Phoenix has he has a gem for you.
He has a what for me? Oh, thank you.
Yes. Oh, we got some.
I hear Harvey warming up in the background.
Get warmed up. You got him warmed up.
Well, thank you guys for letting me say my piece. I mean, Jay, did you wanna start us off with something?
I'll do something very, very short, and then let's give a heads up to who is kicking off from the open mic list.
All right. So after Jay with her super duper quickity bickety whatever she's got on the clock, we're gonna have Harvey Leona, the one and only, followed by on Diggity Deck will be Aaron Glover. On Diggity Deck is Aaron the Lover, AG with the eyes. But before that, let's put our virtual and our real palms together for my co-hostess with the mostest, Jay Rose.
Hey, guys, thanks. So I'm gonna do like a little bit of a heavy piece, but I'm only doing it because it is going to be featured in an anthology that is centered around mental health awareness. So it's a book that's being published. It's called I Am Not Crazy. It was curated by Yvette Santana. If you guys know her, Tiny Creations, and the She Will Speak series out in Atlanta. So they curated this really dope anthology with some poets that have some poetry about mental health. So I'm gonna read this piece because the book is about to be officially like dropping. So I'm really excited. So I'll give you guys a little taste of what's gonna be in the book. So a few years ago, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorders, also known as BPD. And that's what this poem is touches on. So I'm going to just give you some stats before I start my piece. It's estimated that 1.6 of the adult U.S. population has BPD, but that number may be as high as 5.9%, because nearly 75% of people that are because many men actually might have it, but they're often misdiagnosed as having PTSD. And nearly 75% of people that are diagnosed with BPD are women. So just a little stat so you understand like what we're talking about. Caution to those that dare to venture into the wreckage of my crumbled thoughts. Thoughts that once stood tall and stronger than steel have now been torn down by mental chaos. No matter how hard they try, no one seems to be able to truly understand what it's like to want to react the right way, but instead feel like a puppet strung up on irrational thoughts. Small issues trigger big emotions to the point I can barely recognize myself when I look in the mirror. All I see is someone slowly dying of their own venom. Someone that once made me so strong now attacks me in my own sanctuary. Stories of my internal battles might as well come from a mute. No one could hear the trepidation in my voice anyway. As if they're thinking to themselves, oh Lord, here comes crazy again. Tell me things like, it isn't that serious. When an all-out war wages within me. The pain from being misunderstood pushes the blade in deeper, and I didn't even realize I was cut until I saw the blood. Do I commit to the suicide of who I want to be, or do I keep the imposter alive, every breath on the fence? So I fear the release of my pain, slipping on what I thought was scattered rain, when in reality it's a mixture of blood and tears. How can I stop my soul from dripping out of my unhealing wounds? I thought you were the tourniquet that would save me, but I should be saving myself. I just don't know how to do it anymore. That's my piece. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's my piece, my mental health piece. And I just want to shout out Vega Montanez because he's just about to release a movie called The Hurt We Share. And it's like a psychological thriller type of mystery kind of movie, but it also is a movie to draw attention to suicide prevention and awareness. So, big shout out to Vega for doing that. He's also one of the producers of the J Rose Experience. So it's, gotta show mad love for that.
Yes, we love Vega. We love it. Actually, Vega is the reason why we're here today.
That's facts. Yes, he's the one.
Vega saw I put up a status. I put up a status in March about wanting to do a virtual show because Jay and I both had a heavy rotation of shows at that time, live shows. And then I put up a status, and I guess Vega and Jay had been talking, or she mentioned something to him, and next thing you know, here we are, fucking almost a year later.
He knew because I was like, I can't do my shows anymore, so I'm gonna have to do something virtual, but I don't want to do it by myself because I know I need to partner up with somebody. And we were talking about it, and then he saw your status, and he hit me up, and he was like, yo, Leah V's looking to do something. You should hit her up and see what you guys can create together. And here we are, almost a year later. Like,
Jay, we should do, I just sidebar real quick. If we ever want to do like a commercial, or next time we do a commercial for Virtual Voices, and we talk about how it started. We could do like a fake like rom-com meet cute scene where you and I like have like a meet cute moment on the internet, and it'll be super cute.
Oh yay! Let's do it. Let's do it. Here for it.
All right. Enough of my shenanigans.
Yes.
Let's get into the damn thing. As much as I know you guys are here, not only for us, but for all the other folks involved. So we've got Aaron Glover on Diggity Deck, but blessing the mic right now. Oh my God, I have not seen him in months.
Let me go get a bride
artist. Actually, I need to get my sister down here.
Hello.
I have to. I'm sorry, Harvey. I didn't mean to yell, but she's gonna miss it, and she loves this song. She's seen it live before, so. Well, I don't know if you're doing this one.
I'm ready.
I don't mean to assume. Well, you start shitting. Oh my God.
I love Harvey.
Anyway, sorry for all that. Let's get back to the introduction. Aaron, you're on deck. But coming to the mic right now is the one and only amazing Harvey Lana!
Hey guys. How y'all doing?
Good.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. J Rose, I love you. Leah, I love you
too.
Sorry
Jay,
about that.
Please be careful with those bras, okay? We both live in Queens. So you hit me all the way in Jamaica, I'm gonna be upset. So I have a question for y'all though. Y'all want to hear some new shit or some bullshit?
Some what?
Y'all want to hear some new shit that's on my new EP or some?
Yes. I want to hear everything, but let's get it. I want to hear some. Yes, here. Let's give us the new shit. Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, gotcha. How does that sound? Does that sound all right?
Yep.
All right, gotcha. So it's called. One, two. Maybe she's like all about excuses, don't know where to start. Sometimes I get a since I'm wrong. Don't know why to do this. All I know that's wrong. Because I don't know how to say I'm sorry, and I don't know how to move on, and I don't know how to accept this, and I don't know how to be alone without you. Alone without you. Alone without you. Say I'm sorry. Say I'm fucked up. Fall in love with all of these bruises and scars. Don't know why I do this. All I know that's wrong. Because I don't know how to say I'm sorry, and I don't know how to move on, and I don't know how to accept this, and I don't know how to be alone without you. Alone without you. Alone without you. Yeah. Cause I don't know how to say I'm sorry, and I don't know how to move on, and I don't know how to accept this, and I don't know how to feel without you. Alone know without you. Because I don't know how to say I'm sorry, and I don't know how to move on, and I don't know how to be accepted, and I don't know how to be alone without you. Without you, yeah, yeah. I know without you. Just don't know how to be alone without you, baby. I know without you.
It's hot.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Live audience.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Harvey, yes. Love you.
Oh my
You
God,
guys
that was
too.
amazing.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
Harvey,
you. Thank you so
comments
much.
were blowing up as expected. We miss you so much. And what's cool about you being here is that so I have the live audience tonight, and both my sister and my boyfriend have seen you live, so they both knew you. They were like, "Oh my God, Harvey!" It's like that's part of the magic of the virtual voices. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Listen, I love it. Thank you guys for having me.
Always welcome. Listen, you guys are always welcome. Seriously.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Harvey. Please make sure you follow him if you don't already. His information is below. Follow, send some tips if you got your stimmy and you got a little extra cash. Let me tell you. I'll tell you a real true story that happened to me yesterday. A friend of mine reached out because she has a nonprofit organization that's collecting donations to get supplies for homeless people that are out in the streets and they're freezing. So I was like, you know what? Let me just donate something because it's cold out there and people are freezing to death. So I donated some money. And then, like, late by the end of the day, I did two nice things for two of my other friends, and they sent me money to say thank you. And, like, the money came back with, like, abundance to it, too. So, you know, it don't hurt.
What do I say? What do I say? We all we got. We all we got.
God,
Right.
the circulation of the money ourselves as a people, like, that's very beautiful. So, you know, show some love to the artists. We can't get on stage really right now to get paid for it. We can't do these stage features and things like that. So
Hell yeah, Jay and I used to get paid too.
Facts. Hosting, come on, man. Anyway.
But anyway, it's not about it. I'm always gonna throw that in there, but it's not about us. It's about the artists. It's about being able
It's about all of
to
us.
support one another in whatever way that is, whether it's liking something, following something. There you go. Exactly as Jake says.
Yes. All right.
Harvey, that was magical.
Yeah, that was beautiful. My son was dancing. He was in the back, like as soon as he heard Harvey singing and playing the guitar, he came right into the room, and he does that. Like when he hears something he really likes, he'll come in the room and be like, "Who is this? Who is this?"
Got into it. Hey-o.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep it moving and grooving, girl.
Yes, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving Friday night, and we feeling right. If you're not feeling right, then you're here on the right night, because you can let it all out, and however you want to spout all that good or bad or anything in between. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Virtual Voices. I'm Leah V in the place to be. My co-host is J Rose, because you already know we've got a heavy hitter lineup ahead of us, including Marco Romeo on Diggity Deck. Marco Romeo, you are on deck, but blessing the mic right now, the virtual stage. I haven't seen him in a minute, but he's definitely one of our frequent flyers, one of our OG contenders. Let's put our real and our virtual palms together for the one, the only Aaron Glover.
Thank you. So I'm gonna do a freestyle. I wrote 3 parts of it. I wrote one part of it 8 years ago to today. I wrote the second part a day after my 24th birthday, and then I wrote the third part today. I'm
Oh
not gonna
wow.
do the third part right now because it'll be too long, but I'll do it like if we have extra time. So I'll do the first two parts.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, y'all hear me? Okay.
Yep.
All right. If I was scared to write, I wouldn't fight. Fight all the pain just to get what's right. Now they fear me for it, from meek to might, from might to sleep with an angry streak, gifted with the rhythm to speak rhythmically, though not sweet. They call me a poet to speak, hoping me defeat, not knowing it's the anger of defeat that provokes me to speak. The beat on its own doesn't inspire me. It's the anger from these foes that perspire me, inspiring me, igniting the fire you see. It won't die. You won't let me. As you continue to sweat me, you'll never let me be. So what's left to me? I'll let my soul loose on a beat, out of control as could be, just to stop all the people questioning me. It aggravates me to no end. So to me, no sin is something to avoid when I'm annoyed. I have a quick temper and an ever slowing mind, and I have to enter a never slowing grind.
Mm.
The only time I get to recline it to rewind is when everything starts to unwind. I'm wound up too tight from situations that I wound up in, being too tight from misrelations, from those too scared to advance to see me become a man. It was before I started rapping only the words on the pad. It was before the stabbing when I made it too mad. It was sick to see me stitching me, wanting no one else to see. I threw away the sheets on which I had to bleed. I couldn't throw away the memories. Those took time to achieve. I couldn't take time off. I didn't have a day of reprieve. And they wonder why love is so hard for me. It's so hard to achieve. I'm not scared of it. I'm sick from it. I feel angered, sick to my stomach. I think of my groin where my faded stitches lie, thinking why. I guess I have to find someone who won't mind the craziness of me and the craziness I see without being crazy like me. Until then, maybe they'll like me and not love me, or even worse, to make it hurt, they'll think nothing of me. It's nothing lovely, but it still rings true. Every day I'm alive, still bring truth of the acumen and accuracy in my statements. They say I'm hating. What should I be doing? Lying, procreating, an existence that isn't true. No birth to that. That's the death of me. If I'm speaking, it's the depth of me. Rather go silent if I can't be that. They'd rather me go violent so I can't relax. Mind thinks to relapse. Heart stops all that. Plans to move to death. Fade to all black. Can't take away the pain and all that I lack. So I sit and write each line, perpetuate the fight with myself and others. Don't have too many friends. Thoughts drift off to half brothers. Relationships he tried to half smother. Now wanting forgiveness. Maybe I should forget this, but with no contrition and openness, wanting to be in my business. I can't manage that. I'm too manic mad, driven by crazy lies and broken promises. You can surmise correctly. It's done more damage than injuries ever could. Maybe there's some good at being stung so young. I can see through the trees now I'm so young, shivering in the cold, pain flows from the lungs, awakening the acid tongue, climbing arid rungs, air getting shorter, harder to breathe, but when it's hard to achieve, gotta have the heart to believe that it won't kill you without your best effort. That's fearlessness for the rest records. Maybe that's why they think I'm just reckless. They know it's there, the effort, intensity, propensity to care far more than they ever could for goals they never seek, while my brain and heart forever seethe, more inspired for them than they could ever be. Brain moves at a different speed. 16 still trying to catch up, but when the soul leaves the earth, it feels like I could never mess up. So each step leads me to step up more than getting a rep up, because your living establishes that, not what you show. How you treat people when the lights get low. How you greet people when their hearts grow cold proves what's real, not what's sold. And that's it for now.
Man, I keep trying to get my sound effects to work right. Aaron, that was amazing.
Yo,
Thank you.
how you greet people with that?
I've been muted the whole time. I keep doing that.
No, you were muted the whole time, but some of the time.
I was like, oh my gosh, that was so good. I was like,
If you look in the comments, you'll see Tim was picking up bars on bars on bars as he does.
Facts. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Aaron. We miss you. Good to hear from you. Thank you for being here.
How you greet? Yeah, that was good.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Make sure y'all follow Aaron, his IG. All the cash things are down there. So
yes, and as always, stick around if you can for round 2. If the backstage gets full, we'll let you know. If it gets full, once again, tune in on Facebook or YouTube, and then we'll invite you back for round 2. But that we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thank you, AG with the eyes. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving in the place to be with Leah B and J Rose, because you already know. We've got Ray and Chanel on Diggity Deck, but blessing the virtual stage right now. Let's put our hands together for Marco Romeo.
Hey, Marco, this is your first time, right, with us?
Yes, it is.
Oh, where did you hear about us? Where are you tuning in from? Where did you hear about Virtual Voices?
I'm tuning in from South Jersey. So
hey, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. I hope that's not a deal breaker.
Nah.
Oh no.
Or like you guys are.
I love that you said that though. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I know. I'm well aware. And I first heard about this because I attended a seminar that Ambition the Poet.
Oh, the workshop.
Yeah, we love Ambition.
Yeah, great guy. And I kind of sort of met Jasmine through that, and she was talking about this. So
I facilitated the workshop with Ambition. Oh, thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yes. What do you have for us tonight?
I have 2 pieces. Well, that should amount to 5 minutes, but I'll check in with you guys.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you?
Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Was thinking back to when she caught my right, clocking him smack through my sandcastle. My hands kept to themselves after. Somewhere rest of me thought they'd want company. Might have been after Miss Amanda got in my baby face, or my father tried being one in her office, or could have been during that time whoever I wasn't a fan of dabbed more paint to the target they had on my back. Like that narrows it down. Man, this posture never got out its hiding spot. It's in the nosebleeds. Still, man, way up. Drum beating so band don't march me flat. Faces appear friendly, and to them I say nothing personal, really. Part of me just feels sometimes the only eye on me ought to be mine. Because you never know who wants to see your world burnt by the match they'll throw, man, and they will, trust me. And if you're not careful, what's your secret? What's your secret? Thank you.
That was like a monologue, like an acting monologue.
Yeah. You're not the first person.
Mama Gons just said that. She was like, "Oh, he's performing," and it was great. It was very powerful, very powerful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got one more, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you were like announcing you were finished. No, yes, absolutely. There's time for one more.
Segue into the next one.
No, I want more. Yes, let's go.
All right, thanks. This one's another heavy piece. And you guys obviously don't have to answer this, but do you ever lose someone that you never really had to begin with?
Wow.
I remember the night my grandmother passed. It was peaceful, so I was told, in that timbre we share. The eyes are even greater evidence. And indeed, he owned up to their color being brown, and never fessed on the day they should have been red. Never. Whatever, I braved those amends at the altar, made as often as their faces, wondering when mine ever bobbed up the railing toward her smoke hat out front of home, far but close enough to contacts a call away. I mean, they're in Philly, I'm in Jersey. It's doubly whatever. I know when, just couldn't tell you how often. Some years the count barely made it past my index. See, after my candles blew or bells jingled, told you. I'd remember, hey, Walt Whitman's a bridge too. So did my pocket. And Lord knows they came back more than able to afford a Ninja Turtle. Never a spot in their circle, though. And there was room. But who was going to make any? I mean, I was 8, 12 when I got a phone. By then, my waters weren't going to work on the fact that I played catch with him once or sat on her lap never. It ain't their job. Same with finding a leaf and calling it new. No. He turned them all. Just no one ever told his wrist. Yeah, Mark, let's see each other more often. Okay, I hear the number. You gonna paint? I'd never say that. I'd never say that. It was hell finding any to give them. I mean, I heard those phone calls. I knew what would happen. Mom held her own. But this skin would jump, hearing in all caps his rationale for not supporting me in 2 months now, Ron. And by the way, motherfucker, her name's Deanna. I made his ringtone a while back. That song, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon, as a joke on me. I haven't heard that song in 2 years. It was on the radio. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Loved it over here.
It was very powerful.
Oh, thanks so much.
Oh my gosh. Yo, the you got my number, you gonna paint it? I was like, oh man. that line hit. Thank you so much, Marco. I don't have any social media information for you. I didn't. Do you?
You cut out?
Is he frozen?
Hello?
Oh, I hear you, but I don't see you.
Marco, we didn't. Marco.
Hello?
Marco.
Polo.
We lost him for a second. I think he's probably having Wi-Fi issues.
All right, we'll reach out to him. We'll reach out.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we hear you a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Marco, do you have any social media information that you want to share with us? Because we don't have it.
Yeah, a lot of that is still in the works, but I'm on Facebook, just under my name, Marco Romeo, and you can follow me on Clubhouse, if anyone has Clubhouse, at Mark Rome Poet. That's
Mark Rome Poet?
Mark Rome Poet on Clubhouse, yes.
Okay. I have Clubhouse. I'm definitely going to check you on Clubhouse. I'll be hosting open mics on Clubhouse too, so stick around, kid.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Thanks so much for having me. Thank you.
No problem.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing. So far, we have just had the most amazing night. hear our virtual voices. So love to see it. I mean, it's only going to get better from here. We remind everybody to share the live video on Facebook, share the YouTube live video, share it on your wall, share it on your Instagram, share it in your family group chat, share it wherever. So your people can come hang out, spit a bar if they want, just come and watch the show. We're going to keep it moving and grooving, though. We have quite the amazing night continuing to be had and to be heard. Let's keep it moving and grooving. We've got Brother Reed on Diggity Deck, but blessing the mic right now. Let's put our virtual and our real palms together for Rayanne Chanel. Woo! Hello, Rayanne.
What's up, Rayanne? Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How are you, baby?
Hello.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we hear you now.
Yeah.
Whew, shout out to electronics, huh?
Mercury is in retrograde. So it's gonna be like that with technology for a few more weeks.
Oh, no. Maybe until the end of this year. I don't know. That's what it's looking like.
Don't say that.
Anything goes.
I mean, I'm just being realistic. What's up? How have y'all been, though? I miss y'all.
Good. We miss you too.
Miss you.
Oh, yes. Rayanne.
Yes. Okay.
I love
I emailed you, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Okay.
Please email me back.
Yes. I saw that you emailed me. I saw you. I promise I will email you back. I got you.
I know you're busy. I know it's been busy out here.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week because I premiered the 3rd season of the J Rose Experience this week. So it was a crazy week for me. But I promise.
Yeah. I saw that. The 2 poets that you did, females, right?
Yeah. Nikki D and Cage Bird. But I got you. I promise I'll get back to you on the email. I'll do it by tomorrow. I promise.
Okay. I know you'll get to it. So if you don't, even if tomorrow, tomorrow's gonna happen.
I got you.
So I shall do a poem. It's been a lot of poetry. I don't know how I'm gonna top Leah V. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
It's no matter. It's not about topping or bottom. We're all just trying to ride this wave together. You feel me?
Hey.
Woo! I feel you. Okay. I'll do they. They say I'm losing my mind. For the first time, I'm in so much control. She in peace, as they say. But once I'm actually standing here alone as a whole, still trying to figure out the truth with all these empty holes. Truth be told, the only truth I know is my own. Even though they see a change, to me, I've just grown, but I ain't grown. I'm just growing to realize that with life comes lies. Now they want to look all shocked and surprised. Well, surprise. Which they tell me when they're ready to take off that disguise. And yeah, it's true, I bought that dream shoot. I can't forget how it was sold. At some point, they will have to take initiative for the clay they were given to mold. It's all good, though, because everything gets old, and it just got old. I can't continue to play this game of life based off the day back. I'm not going to come there yet. And if I mess up and create debt, it'll be based off my hand, my bet, because they left where they'll leave. But best believe every goal I set for myself, I'm bound to achieve. And if I got to sell myself, I promise to never sell myself shorter than I already did, tackle every hurdle, and live my truth instead of they did. That was a snippet of They.
Woo!
Yeah.
Powerful.
Thank you.
Girl.
Y'all be safe during this quarantine. I just missed you too so much. I mean, I've been tuning in on YouTube, but
Yes.
nothing like being here.
Yes, I know. I've seen you in the comments, so I'm glad that you
Be here with us. Be here with us.
Yes.
That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for feeling comfortable enough to share that with us. For real.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much. You make sure you follow Rayanne. You see below. Oh, Rayanne. We see the Forever 7 Eat. I can't do that.
Yes.
But for those who don't know, Jay will send out fellow performers. Jay will send out down a little bit down the line. She'll send out a list of all the performers who are here tonight with all of their information. So you make sure you utilize that list. You make sure you follow one another. You make sure you network with one another, because we got. I mean, Jay, she saged the virtual space for us.
You do it too. We do it together.
All right. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving.
Yes.
That was absolutely amazing. Jay, so it's looking like we've got Brother Reed, and then maybe a commercial or two, a word from our sponsor.
Yes.
All right, and then we can get it in with our feature for the evening. But before that, not to jump the gun, let's put our virtual and our real palms together.
I think he just I think he fell out of the studio.
Oh no, he said skirt.
He said skirt. Well, let's have a quick commercial break.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get back in by then. And yeah, so you guys don't know, Leah V and I did something really awesome last year, and it is back. We are receiving our next shipment. So please enjoy a word from Leah V and J Rose. I'm feeling that.
We got a full encore for the commercial today.
Phoenix came in here dancing.
I have a surprise for you. So look at me.
Wait. You can show me.
Brother Reed is back.
Yes, Brother Reed is back.
Grace
Yes,
and peace, y'all.
Welcome. So this is your first time on Virtual
Voices.
Voices.
Show, man. I've been catching parts of it.
Yes.
How did you hear about us?
It is. Happy to hear. Yeah, this is my first time. Heard about y'all through J Rose.
Yeah.
Through J Rose. Are you able to hear me? I don't know what my service is like right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I heard about Virtual Voices through J Rose. She and I was on a different platform. Bliss. We was on her platform doing like a spoken word, and it was great for a sister to reach out to me. Happy to be here tonight, man. Great way to spend a Friday night. So.
Welcome. Where are you tuning in from?
Blessings, y'all.
There's like a delay in the sound.
Brother Reed?
Oh, I'm sorry. You speaking to me? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, where are you tuning in from?
Yeah. Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
I'm tuning in from Brooklyn.
All right, Brooklyn.
I'm tuning in from Brooklyn. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm all lackadaisical. My bad. All right. I'm ready. Glad y'all can hear me. Yeah, let me try to get this up my hands. All right. Y'all hear me just fine, right?
Yes.
I hope. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is a piece called "A Date in the Desert," and it is inspired by a poem from Langston Hughes called "Harlem," or you might know it as "A Dream Deferred." And it's also inspired by the play that was readapted from that poem by Lorraine Hansberry called "The Raisin in the Sun." So it's a bit of a flip on words or play on words. Again, it's called "A Date in the Desert." Here we go. Sorry, super hot. Langston asked us, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? I'm 70 years late, but for my reply, I would state, no. On second thought, I would answer that question with a question that's rhetorical. What happens to a dream revived? For my dream will not be deferred, defaulted, or postponed by student loans, nor by historical lies. And our dreams won't always remain detoured. That's due to the irrefutable proof of our drive, which never stalleth. My dream shall awake me in the sleep of night, reminding me abruptly to dig my heels in this fight. Because rest will forever be here in this life or the next. Yet in this mortal run two closed eyes in excess, defers dreams and hopes into a comatose death. Alive and well is my aim to profess the truth through that impeccable biblical text. I seek to project that light that won't fail, feed you, understand, and leave an impression. Dreams be resurrected. Dead and gone are all dreams prolonged, for they no longer dry up like a raisin in the sun, nor do they fester like sores and then run. Instead, they become more sweet by its heat, like a date in the desert Negev. And that's date fruit. In case you thought this poetry was romantic. Nah, this is to cast off the mental manacles, shackles, iron fetters, and handcuffs. Taking my cues from Brother Hughes, who graduated from Lincoln. That first HBCU established in 1854. Now, man to man and alum to alum from 67 to 2021, I'ma update you and put you on using the words from your own poem. Oh my, how our dreams have grown. They do not sag like a heavy load, but like you said, they might explode like lava to a volcano if they're suppressed. 1 minute more, the top of this melting pot's gonna blow. Had to relax for a sec. Need my blood pressure to drop lower. They claim we making progress, but not according to this quote by Frederick Douglass. I'm a paraphrase it for you. A prerequisite to progress is a struggle evolving. Without a demand, power conceives nothing. Without a demand, power conceives nothing. Without a demand, power conceives nothing. It never did. It never will. Brother Freddie D almost sound like he from the Ville. Sister Lorraine Hansberry put into use the pain of Langston Hughes. Put into use the pain of Langston Hughes. We thank you for pioneering playwrights of our views. One more again, in our dreams, not some artificial jiffy muffin or a raisin in the sun, and nah, it's naturally supple yet sturdy like a date in the desert on day one. This stone fruit dreams, harvested endurance is our inheritance. And hope you know by now I'm not joking or bluffing. My dreams, I'm not joking or bluffing. My goals garnering momentum. Our dreams build steam. I put all my heartbeat into this percussion. Believe you just received some sincere black loving. Believe you just received some sincere black loving. But now a dream revived and our blessings rain down abundant. Godspeed, I bid you, good people, dream. Wake up, give thanks above, then go and achieve your goals in grace and peace on your journey back home. Date in the desert.
Yes. Damn it! I was muted.
Thank you.
My claps.
Thank you, man. That was fun. That was fun.
Oh, that was so good. Oh my gosh. That flow too, man.
Brother Reed, you're all types of delayed. I got my sisters over here crying.
Yo, great, man. All praises above y'all. And
I feel like there were so many.
Yeah.
I know there's a delay, but there's just, if he can hear me, there was just
so corny. I'm sorry.
I reference like classic literature in my work all the time, and Jay also references music and different forms of literature all the time. It's like something that is big in our work. So to hear it in the extent that you made it and you manipulated it, and when you first started out and you were talking about there's no time for dreams deferred for this and that, I turned to my sister. She's getting her master's right now, and I was like, "This is for you."
Right.
I felt, you know what I mean? But in general, though, I mean, it's beautiful because it's one of those poems that can be applicable to anybody at any age for any point in life. So thank you so much for blessing us with that.
Yes, that was dope.
Nah, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
All praises above, man. Thanks again, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's keep it moving and grooving. We've got our feature coming up next. Huh? What?
I think all the praises we were
still
singing
hear me.
him
I
just
wanted
came
to-
through.
Yeah, sorry. I know.
There's like, so Brother Reed, there's like a delay with your sound. So like we don't.
Brother Reed, write it in the chat,
about
Brother
that.
Reed. Write it in the chat, Brother Reed.
Got you.
Yes.
Jay,
all right.
Jay, did you have another commercial, or are we getting right into it?
I got another commercial before we bring in our amazing feature. We've got some amazing people watching. I know they're hitting me up asking me if he went on yet. So I know they're coming on to see him. But yes, we're gonna take another real quick commercial break, and yeah, we'll be right back with our featured performer. Woo-woo!
Make some money up there.
Yay! All right. So yeah, that's my show. It premiered this week. Next week we have our second episode, and we have two amazing poets from Philadelphia. They're actually twin brothers. So it was really cool interviewing them. And one of them, this is his shirt. He has like merch. So spread love, legs, and peanut butter. I thought it was pretty cool. So I copied it.
It's a very J Rose shirt.
Facts. Yeah. So what we have something special coming up, Leah.
Yeah. So you know me in my introducciones. This feature is, I mean, all of our features are very significant. All of our artists are very significant. The reason that this feature is significant is because our relationship and our bond with this artist and our ability to see his vast artistry wouldn't have been possible without Virtual Voices. So I feel like that's why it's so significant to have him feature, because like we literally wouldn't probably wouldn't know him otherwise. And he's one of our biggest frequent flyers. You know, a show without him, we're like, where is Balin? You know, I mean,
that's so true.
Like he's just all around just the poetry, and he's very humble man, and you'll hear in his poetry he's talking about these deep things that he's gone through and that are happening, and you really have to listen to it. And it's just, in general, I just have a deep appreciation for Balin. And before I introduce him, I just want to say, when the smoke clears, when this is all done and you come to New York, it's gonna be amazing. We're getting you into shows. We're going out to dinners. We might.
Yes, we're doing it all.
Oh, I'm so ready for it.
Magic shows there are in New York, but we're going there with you.
Yes.
I don't know that that's a thing, but I'm sure it is. But without further ado, let's put our hands together for the one and only, the Great Sigma!
Yay!
Hey guys, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
All right, I don't sound like I'm 200 miles away.
No, only 100.
No, I'm great.
All right, so I'm fairly confident. I've got about 6 pieces I'm going to share with you guys, so I'm going to try not to dilly-dally too much here, but I don't think any of you have heard this first one, and this was my start to writing this kind of poetry. And I have to thank really Jody Knowles for not only bringing me here, but helping me workshop this poem the first time I performed it so long ago. This is called Scars. All of us have scars, but not all of them are visible. Some you might see if I pointed them out to you, but there are others too that are different, intangible, invisible, inside me so deep they cannot be removed. A great massive scar filling the gap where my joy was inadvertently ripped from me. Every day I see this scar where others do not. When I look in the mirror, I see this thing, this mass, occupying a space within me it does not own, like a monstrous Tyrannosaurus haphazardly dumped amidst a medieval exhibit. It robs the glamour from all that surrounds it, leaving only a great dead skeleton. A skeleton that stalks my every hope and dream. It lurks on the fork of every restaurant I might ever hope to eat at, under the bed of every woman I might ever hope to sleep with, on the passport stamp of every country I might ever hope to visit. And it haunts me not as one ghost, but all 4, bearing the agony of the past, the malice of the present, the looming threat of the future, in whose shadow I cower in absolute terror. But worst of all that could ever be, it haunts me as the ghost of a friend whom I love dearly, who died early, cut from the world as he was cut from me. I see in its empty eyes what I could have been. I wish and hope and beg. Why? It was not my choice to fight this battle. It was not won on the valor of my sword, nor at the cost of the blood that stained it. Never shall I be rewarded. Stand before the great many others who have done the same. Shed a tear of sorrow for those who have fought and died, or shed a tear of joy for those who remain. Never shall I be decorated, discharged, and discerned from all of you, because you cannot see my scar. And if I showed you my scar, you would feel not pride and respect, but pity and sorrow. But I have returned from battle victorious. I have shed blood. And unlike the citizen soldier, I have vanquished not the foe, but the friend, splattered not the enemy's blood, but my own. I may not have slogged through the marshes of Vietnam or roasted in the deserts of Afghanistan, but I've slogged through swamps of bandages, sweltered in the anticipation of the day I could walk again, open my eye again, lie in a bed where I couldn't hear the automatized sound of my own heartbeat or see the flow of my own chemical-ridden blood. I spit on your valor, treasure it though you may. Where you have watched your friends die, I have watched myself die. Never will you know what it is like to be torn apart and stapled back together again, to awaken Frankenstein, but to have the memories of Romeo. I curse your valor as I see myself. I see your valor march, turn, display colors, ready, aim, fire, ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. 21 times. But who did you shoot? I was blindfolded, I could not see. I dare not look, for no matter which lies dead, a part of me is gone for good. Gone. Gone forever. But only for the good if I choose to make it so, which I vow that I shall do.
I know exactly what you were talking about.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. That was amazing. Great job making use of your space. Great job.
Yeah, I think I had like a 3-hour-long tech rehearsal before this, so.
No, it shows. It shows. This is amazing. Keep going. Keep going.
All right. Okay. So that's me. That's my introduction to me, and the rest of these are about close friends and family. So enjoy. They're all dark.
And this is why we're friends.
This is called Trusted Nightmare. I stand in darkness, internal compass spinning rampantly, conscience torn between desire and truth, reality warped, bent, skewed by a dream, deceitfully better than the world. It has its own agenda, and I am no longer sure if I am in the dream or the dream is inside me. Its parasitic twists and turns leech away memories and plant false truths and keep me in a spiraling labyrinth called a trusted nightmare. I tread on shattered hopes and tattered goals. Each barefoot step I take splatters more blood into the mix. I am lost in a dark corridor where fanged serpents of regret and medusas of guilt have been unleashed to feast upon once happy thoughts. I know I must master them, herd them back into their cages, shackle them and guard the key with all my might, but doubt holds me back, its taloned grip set firmly upon my shoulders, and fear anchors me down, its gnashing serrated teeth boring into my ankles, while its manic caiman grin and cruel yellow eyes gleam with a malicious luster. And I know not what to do but weep. Then darkness attacks. I feel weight on my chest, falling, drowning in lackluster blackness and painful poison, vicious venom. I struggle helplessly, wrapped and tangled in a web of lies and deceit, lies told to protect, defend, or so I told myself, but I was lying then too. I cry desperately out into the darkness, but no one stops to listen. Not a soul wants to hear. I am alone as the spiders of my thoughts argue over which part of me to devour first, each with 8 gleaming black eyes, vengeful and driven, 8 arthropod limbs ready to embrace, crush, and dismantle. One for each deadly sin, and one more for my own ignorance, an extra eye to see my faults, and an extra limb to step on them and dismember them like an insect, and fangs oozing with poison, vicious venom. But my fear of the truth yields enough determination that I break free, and I run until I can't anymore, heart pounding, nearly suffocating. What corner of my hell am I in now? The spring in my step is wound so tight I can't jump anymore, and the blood in my veins feels like it doesn't belong. Each beat of my heart is followed by another, after another, after another, after another, a rapid succession of throbs, forcing an alien liquid through my body. I ask myself, would God blame me for setting it free? Each breath I take feels forced. Every step uneasy and counterproductive. And agony stalks me as the vengeful spirit of a lion whose head unjustly adorns my mantle. I am followed unrelentingly, and no path I take will unfetter me from past misfortunes and missed opportunities. But not all of the demons of my history are malevolent. They are here to aid me, force the vile sides of truth into their rightful place, and help me wake up. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love the theatrics. I'm here for it.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
All right. This next one is called Blacksmith. Shh. It's the sound of flint on steel that sparks a flame. The blacksmith is at work, striking metal with metal over fire. He inhales the smoke and pounds out a nail. This is his practice. The smoke reminds him he is alive, and the fire tells him he is living. When he is done, and the last ember has faded into gray, clink, he drops the nail with the others. He keeps them in an old marmalade jar with a gold lid on his mantelpiece, as if showcasing his work. Shh! Flint meets steel, ignites flame, and the blacksmith is at work. He hammers out his nail, inhaling the fumes to remind him he is alive, and clink, drops it in the marmalade jar with the others. Shh! Flint meets steel, and no one wants to tell him his habit has become an addiction. The blacksmith buys metal by the carton now, burning dollars and time to hammer out his nails. Clink! Another lands in the jar. Shh! Flint meets steel, and he inhales the fumes again. It's getting harder to ignore the bits of metal in his teeth and the burns on his fingers. Clink! Another lands in the jar. Shh! The blacksmith burns another moment as if he doesn't know he's torching his own time. Clink! Every nail he makes is at the cost of the time it takes to cast it. Shh! The bus came late today and he was in a hurry. Clink! He could have spent 5 more minutes on the phone with a friend. Shh! Clink! 3 more minutes he could have had with his daughter. Shh! Clink! He could have been out with his family. Instead, he spent the weekend hacking up blood and flecks of iron. Shh! Clink! He coughs all the time now, and when he does, I can see the glint of the shards between his smog-blackened teeth. Fragments of nail after nail cast into the air by hammer stroke after hammer stroke. Shh! Flint meets steel, and the blacksmith hammers away. The smoke is death, and the fire reminds him he is dying. Clink! He wanted to be buried, but all that is left, now that the smoke has cleared, is a pile of ash. I thought about casting it into the sea, but it's too late to put out his flame. So instead, I keep his ashes in an urn on my mantelpiece, next to an old marmalade jar filled with coffin nails that will never be used.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow. That was amazing.
Oh,
All right,
yes.
we got three
Sigma.
more.
Let's keep it going.
Let's
We
get
got
it.
three more. All right, here we go. This one is called Ghost Ship. Sit down. There's a ghost boarding a ship. He doesn't have any luggage, no fancy clothes. He paid the captain with the coins on his eyes, and now he's ready to cross the river Styx with no earthly possessions. There's a ghost on a ship, packed in tight with all the other ghosts. They lean into each other in the darkness as the ship rocks and sways, shivering and moaning and wailing in the recesses of a dreadnought, a monster, a vessel crewed by the damned, carrying lost and stolen souls to the Isle of the Dead to be judged. What it was to be alive, to run barefoot, to sing in a chorus to the beat of drums, to laugh and smile, to hear your own voice in the voice of your neighbor, to share a meal with them. There is a ghost in chains, making his way to be judged, his value marked and measured. Oh, what wicked devils are present that speak in tongues like black magic and crack whips like fire. There is a ghost in a field of white, gathering clouds with the other ghosts, wondering how long damnation can last under the crackle of fire. For 100 years he labored in hell, and 100 years more, until at last the chains were cast off and he was set free to wander. There is a man in the street. He's alive, but he's dying. No one is there to put the coins on his eyes. He won't board the ship because he's already been on it, maybe his whole life. There's a man dying in the street. I can see him, but I'm too far away. Oh, and next to him, pleading for me to help, is that ghost. Oh, standing next to him is that ghost, pleading for me to help him. And next to that ghost and that man are 1,000 more ghosts, and 1,000 more after that. The spirit of every black man who boarded a ship in chains, the soul of every Jew who boarded the train at the point of a gun, every Indian shot by Yankees, every Union soldier who shot his brother, every Chinaman who died with a railroad spike in his hand. I see Lincoln, I see Madison, I see Tesla, I see Dr. King, Kennedy, Socrates with hemlock, Christ on the cross, all pleading, let not another man, let not another ghost join our ranks. God damn it, what can I do about all these ghosts when I'm just alive?
Woo! Holy fucking shit! Wow!
Ah,
Alive.
that
Oh
last
my
line right
God.
there. Oh my gosh.
I can't. That was, and I fucking felt that as you were saying. I felt it. Oh my God. Whew! Your power. Okay. Keep going.
All right. Second to last one. And this is going to need some water.
Your time that was powerful.
This is called Inferno. I am back with the demons and the skeletons, and I've locked myself away. I cannot stand to walk among them anymore. I cannot look into the dark spaces that used to be their eyes and pretend it's all going to be okay when I've seen the end result. I'm disoriented and frightened, even though I've held the Reaper's bony hand and wandered dead so many times. I can hardly bear to do it again. Not this time. But still, I must, because this time, like Virgil, I have chosen to journey back into my own hell. I am back with the ghosts and the demons and the skeletons, the spectral wraiths that used to be my memories. I want to cry out, tell someone, anyone, but there are no words to express the agonizing ache welling in my chest like a phantom fungus, growing ever larger now that my hell is being shared by someone else. By her, the perfect one. Daddy's little girl, Snow White against my black sheep while I was having my wool ripped out. It wasn't supposed to be like this. It was supposed to be me. They're mine. My ghosts, my agony, my demons, my scars. Never have I been so scared to face the world now that it is not I that has to face it. I am back with the ghosts and the demons and the skeletons with their scrubs and their scalpels, and I can't stand it. They're ignoring me as they get ready to cut into her, my sister. Daddy's little girl, first fiddle to my second. I did not wish for this. Though maybe pondered in darkness, but these are not the types of wounds that should be shared. The bones of this skeleton aren't made to be split two ways. Never have I been so angry at you for what you have done to me now that you are doing it to someone else. I am back. The ghosts and the demons standing in the dark and dreary rain to wash away my tears, every bone in my body screaming, run! Run before your flesh is peeled away again. But I can't. Like Virgil did, I must lead her on. Her, the perfect one, whose bony hand I hold through tubes and wires as she cries my tears and aches my pain, and I, like Virgil, lead her through my hell.
Yes. I'm so proud of you.
So amazing.
Yes.
All right, this is the last one, and I have promised to do some magic as well to lighten all this up, but that's going to come after everyone else has gotten their shot to perform. So,
you guys hear that? That means stick around for round two because the Great Sigma's got some magic. Not that this isn't absolutely magic in its own right, and my entire live audience is in shambles. So let's see what you got next.
Jody's texting me. She's saying that she's here. She's watching from one of these platforms, and she's so proud of you.
No.
Thank you. All right, this is the last one. This is called Oh Icarus.
Oh, I love this piece. Me too.
Oh Icarus, I told him he needed to decide what was important to him. Sometimes you have to stand up and yell, and other times you have to bite your tongue so hard it bleeds. And in some cases, you have to get someone above the situation to intervene. I could see the wax on his wings glistening in the sunlight. I knew he wanted to fly. Oh, Icarus, my friend, my brother, stay grounded just for today. I knew there were struggles, that Your brother's a little shit, caught between two homes. You had to choose. No one told you. You just knew you had to choose. I wish I could have helped you. Oh, Icarus, my friend, my brother, I should have pushed you harder. Always, always you held my word above all others. But you had your choice. Daedalus, he was not for you. Disband, break free. He was not going to hold you down. Oh, Icarus, my friend, my brother, if only you had known, you might have chosen differently. If only I had told you, Daedalus's hands were not there to hold down, but to guide. I should have screamed to you, no one is holding you down. Maybe then you would have chosen him. I thought that you had flown away, that you had made your choice final. First, they told me to sit down. I knew it was serious. They told me you were gone. Your wings caught fire. Your body burned to ashes, to dust. I wanted it to be a joke, but then I remembered I was sitting, and it was serious. Oh, Icarus, my friend, my brother, why did you not listen to Daedalus? If only I could go back and show you his tears. You flew too high. You tried to make a choice, but even in death, your ashes are divided, leaving me no body to mourn. Oh, Icarus, my friend, my brother, you have your wings again now. May you forever fly above us, just high enough to help the stray ones feel guided. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Balin, you bodied that.
Everybody, that was our featured performer, the great Sarah.
Yes.
Audiences are loving it. They're loving it.
So good.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you so much for just feeling comfortable enough to share that with us, because it's an experience, and I can only imagine how much it takes. And you're just so incredibly gifted. Thank you so much, seriously.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here, and I'm so glad to have you guys. And this community is just beautiful.
Listen, just watching like you grow into, like, you've always been an amazing writer since the first time you ever came to the stage, but your confidence and like,
no, but he performed tonight.
Yes, like you was like the theatrics on. You was like camera action. Did the bunny rabbit do the slate for you? Like what?
You were not just even when you were sitting, Balin, you were not just reading that work. You're performing that work, and Jay is 100% right. Like it's just I'm just. Thank you so much. You guys give it up for the great Sigmund.
Yes. All right, we got we got some more poetic players that stepped into the room, so we're really excited to keep on moving and grooving. Um, who we got next? Leah V. Who's on deck? Who's got
I believe we have Poetess Mina on Diggity Deck, but blessing the mic right now. Y'all put your hands together for J Matt.
Yes! Hey guys, I'm just gonna do a quick poem. It's about my 30th birthday.
Ooh.
Okay. Once upon a 30th was never in my dreams. Snuck up on me and I was kicking, screaming, and shouting like a 3-year-old having a tantrum in the middle of Target. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Once upon a 30th. Like it was New Year's Eve and I hadn't accomplished last year's goals. I ain't ready. Didn't lose that weight, the debt, the bad habits, or that man I've been trying to let loose. Didn't lower no bills. Didn't buy that house. I didn't hit up Geico and get that 15% off that I've been meaning to get. Sitting under my dream house mumbling 30, flirty, and thriving did me no good. I am 30 and I am tired. Turned down for a nap. My friends are telling me it's just a number. No need to overreact. But I am the overreact king. I am the overreact queen. Two-stepping to my very own pity party, feeling unaccomplished, underprepared, and not hardly ready for this stage in my life. See, I woke up to once upon a 30th, and there was the camera, the crew, and the lights, and I hadn't read my script. Still so much that I didn't yet get. Lessons I ain't finished learning. Money I ain't yet earning. I need a redo. Once upon a 30th.
Yes. I've been there. I know.
Oh man,
I was there a long time ago.
Not a long time ago.
J Mad. Make sure you follow J Mad at J Mad Brights below. Thank you so much for blessing us with that.
Yes, and stick around because we are gonna do round 2. So definitely share another piece. I definitely want to hear more from you. And this is your first time at Virtual Voices. Where are you tuning in from?
Yes, it is. From New Jersey. I'm New Jersey.
Oh, another Jersey. We got more Jersey, and we had somebody else.
I know it's a rare. We never get this much Jersey. It's crazy.
I know. Yes, I'm here for it. I don't mind. I ain't mad. We neighbors.
Hell yeah, Tri-State baby. Thank you, J Mad, for blessing us. Before we finish off round 2, we are going to finish it off with Samina Hudson.
She's having technical difficulties. Oh wait, is she there? Samina!
Can we hear you?
Can you unmute yourself? Let's see if we can hear you. There you go. Can we do a mic check?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
So staticky over here. Okay. Is it better now? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Share your piece before that signal goes. Let's hear it.
Yeah. It's so terrible. Hold on.
She can't hear us very well. That's the problem.
All right, should we?
Well, we hear you, Samina. If you want to just spit your piece, we can hear you clearly.
You can hear me clearly?
Yes, very clearly.
Okay, well then that's just my end that's acting slow. And say it, y'all can hear me clearly. Let me.
Go ahead. Let's
My
see
piece
it.
is called All Eyes. What you say?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. My piece is All Eyes Closed. And if you want to close your eyes and vibe with me, you can do that too. All eyes closed. They but posed. Is my ass hanging out? Or is my body nicely shaped from my head to my toes? You look as if you could see my body through most, but it is mine, so keep your eyes off, I suppose. You see me through your lusty eyes, and I see you not at all because I am not surprised to know you do not know what you're at. You want a taste of what's mine? But I promise, once you bite down, it will be bitter because my sweetness, juicy honey only flows for a winner. And no, you did not win her. Her out for dinner and into her, but you want to taste, grab, and touch only to forget her? See me? I'm special. Now, do you understand that you do not understand me? But I'm not here to be understood, so why don't you flee? You're the kind that can be tossed to and fro along with your lusty desire. But me, I'm captivating. Minus the bullshit equals poise. The balance, like a Libra scale. So that means I am too much for you. You way you will throw you away before you will have a chance to. So how about you leave your desires behind? I mean, it is what you're used to. Or instead get you a chick who was loose too. Your eyes still on me, but they don't measure up. So they need to be back on you. Sorry, I'm not the same type of chick that broke you. I'm the epitome of a woman who was nothing but the best for you. Now that's special because, some say that's only what a mom. So stay easy, my child, and go within and get a taste of your own serene. So sing your own lullaby. I am on the way, zenith of my, and by no means am I some kind of slave. So either you confess and change now, or to your mediocre ways. That's that piece.
Woo! You got one more for us, Mina? Mina, hello? Okay, I think we might have lost her, but let's give it up for Mina. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You make sure you follow our girl Mina. Thank you so much, Mina. We appreciate you, girlfriend. J Rose is back. Thank you so much for blessing us with that. That was absolutely amazing. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much,
Mina.
For having me. Where are you tuning in from? Because I know it's your first time here.
Who is it? Which one is it called?
If you can, just drop your question.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat.
Are you done? Can we have a movie night?
Yes.
Literally, like it's so staticky. It's terrible.
All good, girl. All good. Let's not worry about that. All right, we're going to keep it going then. Thank you so much, everybody that's blessed the stage, all the performers, our feature performer. I'm going to invite our hostess with the mostest back on stage to share another piece. I think she's going to do one of my favorite pieces. And then we are going to jump right into round 2. So if you are tuning in and you want to come back into the studio, into the StreamYard to jump on the mic for round 2, or if you want to join us for round 2 and you haven't come to the stage, just drop a mic in the comments and we'll add you in. I'll send you the info. But without further ado, please put your hands together and show some love to my girl, Leah V. Yes!
Hello. I was going back and forth for a while about what I wanted to do. But since Jay said it, and she said it's one of her favorites, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's called track 6. This is a poem that I wrote. It's dedicated to hip hop. So, hip hop started out in the heart. Not everybody's just trying to chart. I said, hip hop started out in the heart. Now everybody's just trying to chart. I said, I remember cut telephone cables during Double Dutch, cocoa ices on the corner, and Christmas on the parkway. My brother is awakening from sweet slumber to join me in journeys through park stalls and fire hydrant waterfalls, awakening immediately selling me on serenity in the form of sonic freedom. We wore music then. Played in those days. Sold Barbies on my stoop when my girl group wasn't hip bopping while the box boomed. And I hate to reveal it, but it was that early 2000 that bred me. LL's tone as he honed that all his pride was all he had. Relished in Ashanti rhythms, Murder Inc. my initiation, but as CDs spun, so did my craving for mass wordplay, and somewhere along the way I discovered Nas. This my track 6. Illmatic was unlike anything that's ever sunk into my skin. Saxophone seeping through lyrics, lacking breath. Could it be a combination of eloquence and rebellion? Beauty in the beasts of NYC streets, pumping through eardrums, hitting awkward advances of puberty. I realized then I needed more 90s. Back then, Z100 was still pumping throwback attacks, likely because those tunes lacked the expletives we rap fans lick like licorice these days. Truth is, I love me some vulgarity. Is charity really the power and profanity our genre possesses? So diggable planets sink into my Saturn. I swear rappers be like seamstresses, stressing sounds to make strange words sound silky. Minor English lesson for you fine folk. I'm an alliteration illustrator, a contester of consonants. Alliteration defines what I did there. The M's moving masses, making masterpieces, but assonance is another matter. Assonance means sounds, rounding pounds and long lounges and houses. The mouth is. And I learned both verbal tricks after discovering Outkast shortly after arriving at the 90s. Sure enough, the South had something to say. Source Awards 96 made history of hip-hop. Big and Pac double homicide drop debatably began at that spot, unsurprisingly so. Battle has always paved the way for flow over beat, fighting and hip-hop and gangs and streets. It sounds cliche, but all truths do, I imagine. After all, rap is passion stemming from struggle, and struggle stands hand in hand with nurtured hate. We can get into the lessons I've learned while not in school, researching truths on how strategically drugs found our youth, loosened our chances, fought our advances. I could tell you all about how the playing field is not level, how statistically speaking they manufactured our rebels, created false hatred, discomfort, displacement, and hatred, put our people in the ring always against one another, because who else are going to hit when you spend all your time with your brother? And that's real. But back to the baseline we go. I grew up on Wheezy 2, Yeezy 2, back when he was only a minimal fool. All falls down, still knocks when you're having a moment. That rhyme scheme, spitting insecurity, some of his finest moanings. Pairings of old school, new school, pair pun not intended. He inspired all to pen it. Found a fondness for love rhymes of rap. Mary J, Method Man, such a classic act. You're all I need to survive. She sang it most deaf. Quelly called her a brown-skinned lady. 21 Questions, one of my favorite love letters, but nothing compares to the light. Common, Casanova, trendsetter supreme, empowering queens through romantic scenes, and all that boo loving doesn't mean I don't still got love for classic street themes, because Wu-Tang still ain't nothing to fuck with. And when that Shook One's beat drops, there's no way I can stop. Ether, an annihilation. Attorney, study the art of violent articulation. Prove yourself, lose yourself in the sport of shuffling shackles via poverty. Hip-hop grew from the gutter, and I knew no other than that rose from concrete. Tears in my eyes while I let that song cry. Lost one when I heard Lost Ones, and I rejoiced when I heard Lost Ones by Lauren, such as wordplay, foreplay. We all play. We're all amid the same concrete jungle plot line. We're all trying to make our way on time while that fitted cat flips over that hat while that boy shines. And when I was that dancer's age, my brother Rigo explained Big being ready to die when he wrote Ready to Die. Ariel pulled that top down when he visited from out of town and told me all about DJ nightclub doings. And I couldn't wait to be at that age where both liquor and loose notes flowed freely throughout me, away from the seemingly skyscraping fencing ins that my father protectively forced upon me. Such a rush I was in. But those fences couldn't save me, and I'm glad that hip-hop made way for me, to show me the pages that poetry paved for me, the lessons that hip-hop gave to me, like rap is no place for women. It's a Stockholm Syndrome admiration that flows throughout the entire rhythm nation. Ava said to be a woman in love with hip-hop is to be in love with your abuser, because the culture was and is that, yet the culture is ours. You heard me, the culture is ours. And so I spent hours speculating my being outnumbered, questioning whether Nikki exploits or empowers, whether sexualization is defense or offense, whether it's possible to embrace femininity in lyricism while simultaneously stressing the dangers of living while female. Can I be both feminist and queen of the fandom? If I blackballed every hip hopper who ever laid hands on a she, then my headphones might remain muted. And I question this every day, yet still I can't pull away. I can't pull away. It's like every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Look, we all navigate this world addicted. One way or another, we're conflicted by the complexity of sound and how it sways us, sickens us, seduces and abuses us. But I'm telling you, that boombox on my front stoop in the Bronx granted me sonic freedom in the form of culture, courtesy of Cool Herc on Sedgwick Ave. He and countless others who cultivated and cooked up and cracked open and caressed this rebellion conglomerate that is hip hop. Started out in the heart, Now everybody's just trying to chart. I said, hip hop started out in the heart, Not everybody's just trying to chart. I said, hip hop, I promise you my heart. I said, hip hop, I promise you this art. I said, hip hop, I promise you my heart. I said, hip hop. That's my track 6.
Yes. Oh, yes. I love that. That's one of my favorite pieces. That's one of my favorite pieces. I love that piece.
Thank you.
So good, so good. Oh, look, everybody over here showing love bar for bar. Got me thinking of Jay-Z. Oh.
All right. Everybody who's dropping bars, y'all get up in here. We got to get into round 2.
Yes, round 2.
Jay, did you want to bless us with something beforehand?
Yeah, I'll do something real quick.
She's like, yeah, I'll do something real quick.
I'm like eating snacks right now.
So am I.
Oh man. Let me see. What can I do? I want to do something happy. Every time you do that piece, it makes me want to do my Sade piece.
Yeah.
I love that piece. I was just talking about that the other day.
Let me see if I can find it here. I got mad poetry in this damn thing. Let me see. I'll just do the search. Here it is. All right. So I'm a big fan of Sade, and I have this piece where I put 22 of her song titles in it. So I hope if you could count along, if you could catch all of them, if you are a fan of hers, there's definitely some of the well-known songs, and then some of the ones that like you gotta be a diehard fan to like know. So without further ado, let me see. His love is no ordinary love. You see, he gives me more than what I've asked for, so his love is more extra than ordinary. Knowing somebody already broke my heart, I wasn't ready for his love. I even played disappearing acts like Houdini, hiding from his love, because I knew something that good could only kill me at the end. I try to forget about him over time, but the story was written in the destiny of our design, and when the stars finally aligned, intervention was divine. I never thought I'd see the day he flipped the script of my universe upside down and turned me into we, until he found me in another time. A second chance to finally prove his love is strong. He's never given up on me, you know. Even when I lost sight of my will to exist, he took me by the hand and taught me to feel for my purpose written in braille across his heart. A true soldier of love, battling my demons right by my side as if things between us never went left. Talk about unconditional. His heart has rooms filled with pieces of me I'd given him throughout the years, a collection of the best of me. He knew the martyr in me would keep giving until there was nothing left, so he saved some of me for me. He could have used those pieces to build himself a pedestal that would support his dreams until they came into fruition. Instead, he saved those pieces for me. So I'll tell you again, his love is no ordinary love. His love is king. Ruling the rhythm of my pleasure with his lover's rock, reviving me with his kiss of life, causing a storm to flow. And his touch, ooh, his touch. A smooth operator blending the music of our moans with his like a serato. But you want to know the real Bahapanti? His mind. A crown adorned with the jewels and of patience, a great sense of humor and intelligence. He's not just any old smart. He's book and street smart. His mind is like a Howard Library in the middle of Compton, challenging my perspective to provoke consciousness. He's become the Visine to my third eye, clearing the redness so that I can see the truth between the lies. The alarm clock that wakes me up when I'm sleeping on my potential for greatness. He's the diary that I never wrote, the safest place for my crumbled thoughts. He is my king, and nothing can come in between us. Like a tattoo, his existence is carved into the legacy of our tribe, and carrying his seat aside was the sweetest gift. I will forever cherish the day I made him a father. His name is eternally written across my right rib because I am an extension of he, and he's an extension of we, and we've got each other's back like we're joined like Siamese. Separately, we may be unstoppable, but together we are impenetrable because you see, our love is no ordinary love. Our love is hidden in the outskirts of paradise, somewhere in between the moon and the sky, where it grows like a wildflower of the universe. It inspires others through its ability to stand the test of time, perfectly imperfect with its share of hurdles and triumphs. There's nothing in this world like it. We are two of one. It's funny how at first this was all about his love, but in the end, it's all about our love. That's my piece.
We love it. We love to hear it.
Thank you. Thank you so
That's
much.
One of everybody's favorites. Definitely one of my favorites.
Yes. It's been a long time since I did that piece and not cried, because that piece always like touches on some, you know.
Oh, it's so good. I get something new every time, and that's how you know it's good.
Thank you.
Right. All right.
Into round two. Round two. If you guys are tuning in and you want to come back into the studio to share some more of your work, please come back. There's space in the studio, so join us. We're gonna go into round two. It's a lightning round, so we'll do one piece and then hang out till we say goodnight. It's not too long.
Yeah. I'm guessing we kick off with AG with the eyes.
Yes, and then we could have Rianne on deck.
All right, Rianne, you on deck, but blessing the mic right now. Let's put our hands together for Aaron Glover.
Yay, welcome
back. All right, so I'm gonna start off from the last part of the second part of what I wrote. All right, here it goes. So every step up leads me to step up more than getting a rep up, because your living establishes that. Not what you show, how you treat people when the lights get low, how you greet people when their hearts grow cold, proves what's real, not what's sold, not what's told, but what's bold. Easier said than done, that's what I know. Gotten too old to let deception hang low. I should be thankful, seeing those to blame fold. Didn't even have to plain clothes, just the paint flows. Artistry drips with the tears. While they trip, I'm missing fears, making up for missing years while missing tears. Unable to hear the sounds I was used to, no longer here, no longer near, unable to greet you. Just regrets that sear. Should have forgiven sooner, been myself sooner. Maybe trust would have meant more than an actual doomer of connection. What was I actually expecting? What was I respecting? Boundaries that lacked inflection, words that lack direction, convections that lack conception of import. Nothing to impart, just a pen short on words to make it all make sense, unable to score impact to get my skin back to a place where everything isn't so sore, wondering once more, what more do I write for? When you said it all and lost even more, can't find the answers, so I wade through the motions, lines and emotions. They're quite the slick dances when life's like cancer and you keep losing antibodies. What's the right answer? Is it silence and simply hoping for peace? Is it violence going hard until deceased? Is it sirens letting the noise blot out the screeds that so many others produce, or should I just appease those who aren't there when I actually need people other than myself? It's no mystery why I leave. My misery only requires me. My joy doesn't quiet me, and others don't see what exactly motivates me. So they depart. Some respect the art but won't help it chart. Others don't, but keep it cordial because they know how my rage don't bark. Nor does it take much to start. My cage don't start. It doesn't exist anymore. I guess I'm too smart. I know restraint, but I'm no longer knowing my heart. No longer scared of scars, just not knowing where they are. Blows land, pain is felt, but I don't care about trying to chase who they are. It's not easy to be moving smart, devoid of the heart, but it's my normal now, going back to the start. And that's it.
Going back. Bars! Barsy, bars.
Thank you for blessing us. Bars on bars there. We appreciate you, Aaron. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Sorry, I got a mouthful of gummy bears. I'm sorry. That was awesome.
Are they the red ones?
You know I saved those for last. That's why he asked.
I know. I was gonna say it, but I was like, let me not. But Balaam beat me to the punch. But thank you so much, Aaron. We appreciate you. Thank you. I'm thinking we get Brandon Basile up in here.
I see you.
We started. I'm chilling.
All right, so let's get Rianne on the mic, and then we get Brandon on Diggity Deck.
Perfect. Rianne, you ready? You got some more
Rianne,
darling. Maybe she stepped away.
She might have stepped away. All right, Brandon, you ready? Brandon Basile, you got one for us? Brandon?
Got it. I'm ready. Yes. Right. Do you hear me?
All right. Hit us with One Piece.
What you got?
All right. One. I'm gonna pick. I gotta pick one. I got one. I'm trying to give you a little lens. Gosh. Yeah, I got it. You could put me on the front. All right, word. I just gotta pick which one. One second. I gotta scroll past all these erotic poems.
I know. I see you writing them.
I ain't even trying to hit y'all with that one yet. Right now, I guess. I'm not actually. I guess I'll give you this one. It's shorter. It's shorter than the Leah V poems. But
I felt that. No, you know what? That's the first time somebody other than Jay made that joke. So I'm happy it's around finally.
I got that from her. I got that from her.
It's
all right, this one. It's this one I will say. Ideally, the weight of this poem is meant to be as heavy as that, but this is just a bit more concise. I mean, shit, this is like part one. I need to expand it into a whole nother thing. But so this is it's like 4 parts, but they all kind of short. They all short. This is called Welcome to the Art School, Girlfriend. First, the art school. There are a lot of things that I have been waiting on doing for quite some time, for just the right time. I was waiting until now because this is the beginning. Oh, wait, slow down. Because this is the beginning, I am loving you the way I would love me if I ever forgot. Like, this is the song I play when I want to forget. I've forgotten so many things in here. Don't touch me. Theater. After a breakup, I'm often, but not always, complimented on being a good thespian after the fact. Let me tell it, I was probably an actor first, always feeling things so much, crying and awestruck at this, appalled at the audacity of that, blase, blah, bloody zay. The artery. My soul sister said, all the girls in the porn you like to look at look starved and confused. I said, that's just my type. You gotta fuck your art like you trying to make it to the sequel. Relentlessly relevant, pumping in presence, revolving with romance, your revolutionary rebound away and into skin and sweat, in the paint, in the pain, in the fields. The Heart School. They always tell me you remind me of some guy I knew in high school, but I've always been trying to get back to elementary. My first teacher, Miss Bird, had us in the newspaper in kindergarten. Teacher won't accept I can't students. She won Teacher of the Year award that year on the TV and everything. Some things you just don't forget, and some things are so easy to remember, so hard to forget, you know? And that's the ending.
Ooh, yes.
Thank you. I messed up that performance. Thank you, though. Thank y'all.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you, Brandon. We love you. We love that you come here. We love that you're with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No phone call interruptions. We here. I see you.
Don't get me started. Oh Lord. Yo, no, real thing, y'all. That night, it created a whole disagreement with me and my moms and shit. Like,
yo,
that's definitely one for the books. One for the books.
Oh yeah. It is.
All
Indeed.
right. I don't know if Rianne is back. Rianne, let us know in the private chat if you're back. But let's move on. We're gonna bring our featured performer back on. He's gonna magic.
Yes, magic. You guys give it up for the return of the Great Sigma.
Unmute yourself, Balin.
There we go. All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I want to do a little something special. This is 2 things. This little stand I'm going to use here is probably, I don't know if this is from the 20s or the 40s. This is an old prop. And the design's been around forever. So I'm gonna make use of that just for pomp and circumstance. But what I want to do is something that harks back to the times of ancient Egypt. Now, the Egyptian god Osiris, I think it was Set that the god of chaos, who wanted basically to rule over everything, he cut up Osiris into pieces and distributed him across the earth. And Osiris's wife, Isis, being a powerful goddess herself, traveled around and searched all across the land and gathered up the pieces of her husband and resurrected him, and he became the god of the underworld. And the Egyptian magician Dedi would do in his act a smaller feat where he would, say, take an animal like a duck or an ibis, which is a bird, and behead it and restore it. I'm going to do an even slightly lesser feat, but I want it to be reminiscent of that story. So what I need, we're going to use a card because I'm a magician. And I need, Leah V, can you help me out? I'm going to have you pick a card.
Me?
Yeah. Through the,
Okay.
I can't reach through the screen and like have you take one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down the side like this and just have you say when to stop. I'll go slow so that we can
stop.
But before I get to the end though, sorry, there's a delay. I'll go a little slower.
Stop.
There?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to use that card. And this will be the card we use right here.
Okay.
All right. And so what I'm going to do, like Osiris, I'm going to take this and I'm going to we'll tear off we'll tear off a piece.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be I'm going to put that where shall we put this? I don't have a stand. Here, this will be my stand. We'll put this piece right there. There. There? Maybe? Here we go. Right there. Okay, so we can see it, and I'm going to tear up, we'll tear up the rest of the card. Like this, and I'm going to we'll put it on this stand, and let me put it so we can all see it. There we go. We'll put the rest of the pieces of the card here, and just like Isis, I'm going to gather the pieces of the card together, and we're going to use the magic. Just a little bit of magic. I actually need a magic word. Is Phoenix around? Ask Phoenix. Ask Phoenix, what is the magic word?
Phoenix, what's the magic word? He said abracapoet.
Abracapoet. Okay, we say abracapoet.
That's a magical word for Balin.
Abracapoet. Okay, here we go. All right, did we do it? We did. What the hell is that? That's not a card.
What is
that? That is a grocery receipt for one can of peas. What is that?
Yeah, I love it.
What is going on? No. Okay, he's opening the can of peas.
Oh my god. Don't tell me the fucking card is there.
Only I could use a can opener.
Okay. Yeah,
See, usually I would have someone do this for me, but
you need a lovely assistant.
Yeah. Help if my can opener wasn't as old as this prop. Come on, buddy, you got it. You can do this. Remember your purpose. Remember your calling in life. The suspense is killing me, and so are the sharp edges. There we go. All right.
Stop it.
Oh my
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the Great Sigma. Thank you so much for having me, and I really appreciate it.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Yo,
Oh my god, that was
this
amazing.
is sorcery. Like
My nephew got up and he was like, "What?" That was Balin the Great Sigma, everybody.
Yes.
With us tonight.
Yes. And we got someone that just joined us. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome. Oh my God, give it up one more time for Balin the Great.
He was awesome.
I know, it was amazing. Jeremy Fortune. Did I say it right?
So it's with a CH, so it's chair, so it's like Jeremy with CH.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Jeremy Fortune. Welcome. I know it's your
Thank
first
you.
time here with Virtual Voices. Where are you tuning in from? How did you hear about us? Give us a scoop.
All the jazz. I am in DMV, so right now I'm in Maryland, and yeah. I just went. I think I literally went on Eventbrite and was like typed in virtual open mic. Sorry, I knew that. Yeah, like I knew there was going to be some great things happening this month, so I was like, you know what? Let me look and see what's out here because I definitely miss connecting with people.
Oh, shout out to the Eventbrite. Thanks so much. That's so cool. I love hearing that. Are you okay? You ready to share a piece with us?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes. All right, cool. So please let's give a warm welcome to Share Me Fortune.
Thank you. All right, so I wrote this poem for my brothers and my dad and all the men in my life, just to celebrate them for Black History Month. And so this piece is entitled Black Boy Magic. Rise up, sons of the Son of God. Too many brothers behind bars, too many unnamed stars to count, so sight see yourself beyond the dollar. Tell Bill to stop acting like it owned us. In fact, dude owes us. IOUs don't add up. Black bodies treated like they tax deductible property. Well, God is landlord and he charges rent. His eviction like rapture. They thought they solved us, but now they see you. Undying hope, rising like riot smoke. Black lives have always mattered like hands up, sit in, silent boycott, so loud they hear Martin's dream. I pray your strength. To David, every Goliath of fear that tells you that God isn't for you. God is beside you. God is behind you. God is above you. God is in you. God sees you and God sent you to plow the fields of your identity and harvest royalty. Spit out the bitter seeds of hatred, enough bloodshed in the red seas of our ancestors. Black history is still being made, so reclaim your legacy. Black economic expansion starts in family, so wrap your seed in covenants and plant gardens with your last name and your future. From mugshots to Grammys, we got that black boy magic, that wish they had it, that take on the world all by yourself. They can't understand how all your melanin makes you strong. You're never alone. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yes.
Thank you guys.
That was beautiful and powerful.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You make sure you follow our girl. All the info below, like with everything else.
That was
Thank
great.
you guys.
You guys want to go one more time? Anybody want to share another piece? We still got a little bit of time before we say goodnight.
Okay.
And Brandon, Balin.
I'll go again.
Share me, please. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm open. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Aaron, share another piece with us one more time again before we say goodnight.
All right.
All right.
I don't know which one I want to share though. Okay. I have trust issues. I see a consistent theme when it comes to those who I thought were on my team. This is that I'm always treated as if I'm not good enough, as if I have to be more than myself. When I'm simply that, when I'm open to others, they respond by pushing me away or by shunning me. It's strange to see how strained things can be, especially with people who attempted to insert themselves into my life to begin with. It's tiring seeing that take place repeatedly. Different ages, different faces, different locations, but the same basics. I have trust issues and issues with letting go of people I believed in, yet we're content with letting us grow cold, where simply saying hello might result in a months or year long echo, where honesty and attempts at understanding result in nothing at all. It causes me pain to know that the time and dedication shown only weighs heavy on my soul. It's a strain I don't outwardly show yet. It's felt throughout my body regardless. I used to try and figure out why I was never quite good enough for them. I don't anymore, and the anger from it is no longer a motivating factor. It's one of the ways I've matured, even if that anger formerly brought out the best in me. My highs and lows are no longer the extremes they used to be. It was weird to see them leave when I had thought they'd gotten used to me. Looking on it now, every single person who attempted to end in my life of their own volition ended up stepping back of that same volition. Sometimes I look to a sideline that's no longer there and wonder, was it ever there at all? I ask myself why it is that they didn't leave me alone in the first place. Undoubtedly, a lot of it was to satisfy their curiosities and then treat me as if there's nothing to see. They clearly outgrew me, even though I envisioned interpersonal relationships as more than a niche toy in a kid. I have trust issues because I am sentient, unlike the plaything they imagined me to be. I am prescient, but I ignored misgivings, trying to get through my trust issues. That's it.
I got trust issues too. I feel you.
Woo!
Thank you.
I feel you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Aaron. That was absolutely amazing, as always.
Lightning.
Snaps all around. Let's keep it moving and grooving with our lightning around. Who's next? Should we put Brandon Basile up?
Brandon. I can't stop eating. My daughter brought me biscuits. Oh my god.
Brandon.
Unmute yourself. There you go.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got a little more time. This ain't gonna be that long, but I think I'll take y'all back in time for a second. This is a very old poem. I performed this poem so much I can perform it walking backwards down the street. This is actually one of the first poems, is one of my oldest poems that I've continually performed. This is called Guardian. I used to work at Bojangles one time back in the day when I was in high school. This piece was written when I was in high school.
I love their biscuits.
We be hell yeah. Fucking right. All right. So check. Boy, this is me. So listen, me introducing my poet self. All right, check. Name of this poem is Guardian. I didn't be easy. That was what I said to this white girl I worked with when she was leaving. She was a sexy snow bunny, and sometimes she would laugh at my jokes, so I guess she thought I was funny. But with as fine as she was, trust me, she could always take my money. She was about 5'2", and to this job, she was kind of new. But this white girl had booty, too. She would walk around the store in them jeans as blue, and I'd be blowing under my breath sounds and breathe like, woo! But I heard she was married to some punk boy who would whoop her ass. I heard old dude was crazy as hell. And and he went to jail, but I still crack his jaw like glass. Kanye West, old dude, to have his mouth locked up like Akon. I may end up Akon, but shit, I'll be all right. Okay, so Shorty was leaving, and so like usual, I said it'd be easy. Then I went back to doing what I was doing before, then the coworker tapped me on the shoulder and said, yo, Shorty forgot a hat. I was like, all right, cool, I'll take it to her and be right back. I walked outside. Her old bitch of a dude was in his truck. It looked like they was arguing, so I started thinking, what would I do if he hit her? It ain't my business, or should I pay the back, act like I ain't seen nothing and just give her the hat? Or should I help her? What would be the reason for that? Because I want to be a hero or just because I know what's right? I decide to help you if you hit her, so I should be prepared for a fight. The closer I got to the car, it seemed like their argument got more and more furious. It was nighttime and a storm was tearing up the sky. And when I seen old dude cock his hand back and hit that girl, I about wanted to cry. Wanted to take her hand and fly away from this guy. So I ran over to her side and put her out of the car, but I couldn't get away far because he had grabbed her by the arm and said, "Come back here, bitch." I said, "Dudes, you's a bitch." Treated her like a trick. That's how you handle a woman like this. She done brought you kids to the world and you still treat her like shit. She said, "V, forget it. I love him." I said, "You don't love that prick." He said, "That's my bitch and I'll treat her like a bitch. Don't be trying to be a hero and get your ass beat, get your ass back in there and pass out that beef." I said, "My dude, this here is Bojangles and we sell chicken, bitch." Had to pause for the laugh. We sell chicken, bitch. But I gotta admit,
Was that how you end the piece? Is that how you end the piece?
yeah. No, that's not. It's not over. No, it's not over. The ending is the real shit. Hold up, though. Wait, 1 second. So I said, "This is Bojangles, and we sell chicken, bitch." But I gotta admit, by now I was scared of shit. And much as I tried to be hard, this is gonna be a big guy to beat. He looked like he could eat about 5'4" or 3 of me. Most dudes ain't got heart like me, but I'm still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga. But I couldn't think for too long. This dude drew his fist back, and I heard lightning strike, and I was on the ground. I got up and we began to fight. As dark as the parking lot was, the storm filled through with light, visibility blinking in and out like a strobe light with every blow of the fight. Somehow I got in a couple of good hooks. He ended up stumbling and hitting his head on his truck. He left a streak of red and he slid down to the ground. Since he didn't make a sound, I knew he wasn't going to get up. So I grabbed the hand and walked away, but I still couldn't get far though because he had reached in his car door and grabbed his gun off the floor. I leaped at her. We began to tussle over the gun. She screamed, "Stop, stop." Me and both had hands on the gun. And we yanked his way and yanked the mine, tug of war from side to side. I need to hurry up and end this and get inside. Now, I just want y'all to understand. I was just trying to be a man and take a stand. Because the next thing I knew, all I heard was blam. My main man went slam, banging on the counter. "Stop daydreaming. Shorty left a hat. Could you take it to her?"
Ooh. Oh my God.
Peace.
Thank you. Brandon with the story time.
Yeah, that was like Biggie. I got a story to tell.
Yeah, you know it. Hell yeah. Fucking right.
Thank you so much, Brandon. But still, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. It looks like we've got Kieran J. Phillips in the house. Y'all put your hands together for Kieran.
Kieran, welcome. Woo! Are you ready? Are you setting up, Kieran? Unmute yourself. Oh, unmute yourself, Kieran.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
I got something in the.
This is our friend Kieran, all the way from Australia. Welcome back.
Thanks. I got something going on in the background. Okay, just waiting. It's called. He's still going.
You're good.
You're right.
He's on delay. He's super delayed.
Can you hear us? Are you good, Kieran?
Oh well. Oh, when. Okay. Oh.
We're ready when you are.
No worries. Just waiting for the other Bojangles.
What? You what?
I got a bit of competition. Oh boy.
You're good. You're good. We're waiting for you.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. I've been looking through you, seen too much. I know how you live now. You're always in a rush. You gotta slow down and have a cup of coffee. Take a break and have some chips. Slow down and have some coffee, or it will always be hit or miss. I've been watching how you pace yourself, how you exercise. If you don't take a break sometime, you'll never, ever survive. You slow down and have a cup of coffee. Take a break and have some chips. Slow down and have some coffee, or it will always be hit or miss. Slow down and have some coffee. Take a break and have some chips. Slow down and have some coffee, or it will always be hit or miss.
Yes!
Slow down.
That was amazing. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen, for sharing with us. We love when you pop in. I know you were doing your house stuff, but thank you. I know his sound is off too. He probably is gonna hear me like in 5 minutes. But yes, make sure you guys follow, connect with him. He's amazing, and he's over in Australia. Jeremy, do you have another piece for us before we say goodnight?
I do.
Yes. So please, another warm welcome to Jeremy, the new kid on
Thank
the
you.
block.
Thank you. It's an awesome night. So this piece is entitled I Am Enough, and it's just a reminder that I hope you can also take for yourself that you're enough no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on. You're valued, you're important, and you have a purpose. So this is enough. I told her to stop caring about what people think, about what people say, about what she wished they would have said. I told her to stop waiting for the perfect time, for the perfect guy, for everything to be right, for the perfect opportunity. Honey, the time is now. I told her to stop living scared of losing, of winning, of loving, and of being loved. Yes, you are worthy of love. I told her to start forgiving her reflection, her imperfections, her body, and her weaknesses. I told that girl in the mirror, girl, you have always been enough. Because I've never seen you more beautiful. But when you let the tears roll down your cheeks, admitting that you don't have life all together, I have never seen you more glorious. But when you realize that forgiveness will always be the right choice, even when an apology is nowhere to be found, when you can't remember whose you are and who you are, remember this. To be broken before God is to be beautiful. It's not perfection. It's your imperfections that to God like clay makes you usable. You have always been enough. Thank you.
Yes. Talk to sis. Let them know.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
God.
I think that's a perfect way to end the night.
Yes, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. What a lovely, lovely evening, you guys. Like, everybody was so amazing. Our feature was amazing. Our hostesses were amazing.
all the performers, the features, the frequent flyers, everything. We'll be back in 2 weeks, y'all. We expect to see you guys there. Every 2 weeks, virtual voices. You know what it is. We love you so much.
Love you guys. Thanks so much for coming out. Please, the stream is gonna be available on YouTube and Facebook. So like, share it once we're done. Let people know that you were here. Let them know to come and tune in and catch your performance. And yes, we will be in touch. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Looking forward to it. And everybody have a good and safe night. Please, like I always say, keep growing, guys. Peace out.
Bye. Yes, keep growing. We all we got. Bye.
We all we got. Bye.